Recently, California has been hit by a drought.
It has affected many people. To this very day, this conflict is still being battled.
The California drought started in early 2014 because of the lack of rainfall and heavy showers.
A drought is a prolonged period of abnormally low rainfall, a shortage of water resulting from this. Because of the lack of water, it is very difficult for crops to grow and for livestock to reproduce.
California is living through some of its driest years in a century. Right now, almost 99% of California is drier than normal. And the winter snowpack that provides much of your water far into the summer is much smaller.
You ask, what are some ways in which we can save water to get through this drought? Well, the first way in which we could save water in order to get through this drought is to take care of the existing resources that we do have. For many of us, we don't consider the impacts of overusing water. So, for instance, for the longest time, some individuals have irrigated their front lawns to make sure that they have a nice, pretty front lawn. And unfortunately, for a lot of individuals, this has wasted a lot of water. We've had a lot of runoff. Oftentimes you'll wake up in the morning, you'll notice a lot of water runoff into the sidewalks and then down the gutters, and that goes out into the down the storm drains and out into our various streams and so forth. And this, to a large extent, is a waste of the potable water source that we do have. And so this drought has in some ways caused people to consider the impacts of them using water. Also, with the restrictions on minimizing the irrigation that we do have, we have seen a drastic decrease in water use, just even in American Canyon. And if you drive around the various neighborhoods and so forth, there are a lot of neighborhoods that are brown today. But because of that, we've been able to save the resources that we do have, and that is a good thing. We're not just considering the immediate impact of brown lawns, but now we're actually beginning to consider the long-term implications of over-irrigating our front lawns. My hope is that it doesn't just begin here, but continues on into the home, and that whether it's the use of showers or washing of your hands or washing the dishes, whatever it might be, that we consider all those factors as potential ways in which we can take care of the resources that we do have. These are just an immediate consumer-based concept of ways that we can save water. On an industrial side, we need to start looking more and more into ways that we can save water for various companies that are out there. There are a lot of companies out there that use potable water source as a way to cool certain areas of their plant, whatever it might be, whether it's computers or other types of cooling systems. And so we need to provide some incentives and perhaps some ways to prevent them from just wasting water. And so we need to look at those people and say, well, perhaps we can use this water source for other than just cooling your plant. Maybe we can use it for irrigation after you've cooled the areas of your business. So on an industrial level, we need to still consider those implications, and hopefully in the years to come we'll make even greater strides in that area as well too.
The drought can be a contributing factor to wildfires. Dry, hot, and windy weather can lead to wildfires, and without the help of rain, it makes the fire even worse.
California is entering the fourth year of a record-breaking drought, creating an extremely parched landscape.
From this 2011 photo of the Enterprise Bridge, you can see that there's plenty of water to fill up the lake.
From this 2014 photo of the Enterprise Bridge, you can see that the water level has been reduced by more than 50%.
But today we're here to talk about the resource that's keeping more and more California farmers and families up at night, and that is water, or the lack of it. As anybody in this state could tell you, California is living through some of its driest years in a century.